Alright, you're still watching Millennial TV. Kanina we ended the first segment discussing kung paano ba natin na-manage before ang conflict when we are leading a group. Kayo ba mga millennials, how are you able to manage conflict sa isang group? Let's say, isa kayong team leader, manager, or anyone who is leading a group of people. You may send us your answer on our Facebook page, GNN Millennial TV, for us to get closer to you guys.
Ayan. Yun, pwede kayo mag-participate sa mga discussions namin, guys. Kasi online kami ngayon, di ba? Meron tayong mga online channels. Kung may mga na-miss kayong episodes, you can go ahead and just follow us, watch us on YouTube or Facebook. Ayan. And then, pag-usapan niya natin kanina, what is your ideal leader? How about you, Euluvye?
As I mentioned earlier, an ideal leader for me is kung paano yung pagiging yung personality mo as a leader. Alam mo na na kung paano, how to be a leader. Like, dapat responsible ka, dapat alam mo kung paano makitungo sa iba't ibang positions kahit mas lower sa'yo.
Akin for me, humble, no?
Oo.
Kasi may mga leaders na parang hindi ko man naging employee before. Parang feeling mo ba parang from graduation, manager na ba agad yung role mo? Kasi I think for me, isa sa mga gusto kong character na isang leader ay yung ano siya, empath. Yung parang they would like give consideration. Like for example, you're going through something, they would really ask na how are you? Yung parang yung relationship ninyo, it's beyond kung ano man yung nasa professional environment. Yung, parang feeling ko that makes the leader unforgettable then. How about you, Zarah?
If we're gonna talk about work, I think gusto ko yung leader na kino-consider yung life outside of work. Na parang
work-life
nire-respect
balance.
nila yung time ko, yung mga office hours.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people, you know naman yung mga walang boundaries when it comes to that. So gusto ko yung leader na parang may hindi lang about work.
May consideration.
May consideration.
Yung kinakamusta ka kahit wala kayo sa work. Mga ganun.
Yeah. Or parang who just cares.
Basta,
May question niya parang should you would you add your boss sa social media?
No.
May mga ganong
Kadalasan hindi.
Akin for me, it depends
Depende.
on the relationship. It depends on the connection that you build sa workplace. At first, medyo ayoko pa eh.
Awkward.
Like, parang of course, awkward. And then of course, you have your life eh. Yeah. Paramdaman mo muna, if this is a boss that I really want to ma-expose yung life ko sa kanya.
Yeah.
Diba? May mga ganong ano tayo. And not just in the workplace. Like sabi ko nga natin kayo, di ba, parang it's going to be election season. We elect our leaders for the country. Ano yung parang pinaka-ideal sa inyo? Kasi given na you have seen so much in terms of the governance here in the Philippines. Like, what makes a good leader for you?
Bano sa question mo.
Di ba wala naman tayo na-endorse or wala naman tayo, it's not really something political or we don't speak on behalf of people, but parang personal preference mo lang.
Gusto ko talaga, mas may respeto ako sa mga good leaders na equal yung tingin sa lahat ng tao.
Yeah.
Like, walang nang pa-power trip.
Yes, okay.
Super hate ko yan.
Parang hindi nang sa silence ng critics.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's good. Parang kung open ka sa feedback ng tao, kasi you are gonna be working for the people. We pay through our taxes. We pay them. They are working for us, and it's not the other way around. So, they are not our parang hindi tayo yung parang sumusunod lang lagi sa kanila. So, I think it's good to have a leader or a president who would like really listen to the people.
Meron kasi mga leader na ayaw ng feedback.
Yeah.
Ayaw ng comments, di ba?
That's a sign of narcissism.
Yes.
If you don't want to be corrected, if you don't want to be called out or something, there's something wrong with you. And speaking of narcissism, marami mga bosses talaga na narcissistic.
Kasi kahit naman leader ka, may ma-improve ka pa rin, di ba?
Exactly. Yeah. No matter how powerful or successful you are or how wealthy you are, there are so many things to be learned. There are so many things to improve in your personal life. So I think we should not stop from learning just because we have reached a certain level of position or power in life. And that's, you know, that's for everyone, not just for politicians.
Yeah. Do you think you can, it's okay to oppose a leader?
Yes.
Okay.
Sobra. Kasi imagine how boring the world would be if people would just follow whatever, you know, people...
Kailangan talaga si
Like,
Long Master,
hello?
no?
Not everyone will follow you naman talaga.
Tama naman.
Feeling ko there's a certain level of opposing someone because you want them to improve, you want things to be better. Hindi naman kasi dito sa Philippines since wala nga dito yung pagiging assertive because wala siya sa language natin. So kapag nag-oppose ka, tatawagin ka nilang reklamador, ingrato, ungrateful, or ano ka, parang kontra ka sa gobyerno, mga ganyan. Wherein you just want to see improvement, wherein you just want to see accountability, wherein you just want to see change.
Kasi as people naman, we're the ones talaga who suffers. And
Exactly.
Oo, know your rights.
Exactly. So, when it comes to opposing yung pag-rally or yung pag-raise ng concerns or something like that, it's better when you do it na marami kayo and then the leader listens or at least considers na, okay, this is something that we can change. Kasi alam ko naman na hindi naman talaga instant yung magiging action dyan.
Yes.
It takes may process, pero at least acknowledge. Hindi yung magbulag-bulagang ka na parang, you know, tagal-tagal na.
Tulog-tulog ka na.
Oo,
Hindi nga
yeah.
bulag-bulagan, minsan di talaga nakikita. Di talaga napapansin.
Yes. May quote si Bob Ong dyan, like, ano yung difference ng bulag sa nakakakita? Like, hindi na alam na nakakakita kung kailan sila bulag. Like, when you are a fan of someone, di ba pag may crush ka, like, parang you don't see the red flags anymore. They are just flags.
Sino?
Like,
Hoy, ay.
pwede ba focus tayo sa topic?
Sorry.
Like, for example, if you idolize someone, even celebrities or even someone, you just like them so much. Even if they're not treating you right, parang you make excuses for them, you defend them, and that's not how you should do it for politicians who are supposed to be working for
I think
us.
it's not about leaders anymore when it comes to that. I think you need to have self-awareness when you follow a leader.
You are the one who's biased kasi when you cannot distinguish parang criticism, di ba, from ano. Kasi it's okay to admire someone but to be blind dun sa mga negative na ginagawa na nila. You should learn how to discern na, okay, ito pwede ko tong i-support, ito pwede ko tong i-call out.
Yeah, and it's all laid out naman for you to parang when there's a leader running na election, I think everything is laid out na.
Yeah.
Hindi pwedeng tatakbo ka lang kasi
Exactly.
parang experience, right? But for sure, talagang titignan ng mga tao yung
Background.
Yung background. That's really
experience.
important.
And I think that's important.
Lalo ngayon sa age natin na parang ignorance is not an excuse given that we have access to information. You know, we can just know things for an instant na. May question dito, Chris.
Ayan. Do you think enough na ba ang achievements ng isang tao to say na they can lead, especially sa country? Or does personality and character plays a big role sa isang leader?
Of course. Of course.
I think you should be well-rounded. Hindi lang dahil graduate ka ng ganitong school or ito yung degree mo, you can become a leader na. You should know how to connect with all. I think yun yung sinabi ko, kailangan holistic yung approach mo when it comes to assuming, especially a position in the government, knowing that you're gonna be working for millions of people and hindi lang siya typical na parang sa school lang na class president ka leading 20 people or something, or sa bahay na you're the head of household. So it's really different. So what do you think? Like, di ba? We can all agree naman.
Yeah.
It should be something na ano. And kung feeling mo hindi ka pa equipped sa pagiging leader, huwag tumakbo.
Wag na.
Ngayon kasi nagiging business na ang politics here in the Philippines. You would know if someone is like, okay, it runs in your family, it runs in your blood, that's why you run, or you just want to keep the power. But you know, I think may difference sa pagiging politician from a public servant. Okay? I know a lot of politicians. Politicians kasi ngayon parang it's very showbiz. Parang people should know yung mga ginagawa mo. It's very like an act.
Parang
Like,
scripted
pero pag
na.
may, scripted, everything is documented and curated siya. But a public servant, nakikita mo yung actions niya talaga na very pure.
Kahit
very
walang
pake sa
camera.
pictures,
Yeah.
ganyan. More on gawa talaga. And
More on gawa.
resibo.
And
Yeah.
resibo, nakikita ng mga tao na yung, lalo na yung mga areas here in the Philippines, na walang access or walang luxury for like information. So, kailangan sila yung marating. Until now, may mga regions pa rin in the country na walang electricity. Can you believe that? Marami pa rin tayong areas dito na hindi naabot ng internet. So, petsa na, di ba? So, kaya kailangan natin mag-ilat ng mga leaders talaga who would really do their job and hindi lang yung magpapayaman. Okay? Or hindi lang, ano mo yan.
And yun nga yung reason kung ba't kailangan natin ng leadership. Eto why do we need leadership? Sinasabi nila. Sige, ikaw muna.
For me kasi
Meron
leadership
akong
starts from
hirap
being, di ba, bata pa lang, tinuturoan na tayo ng parents natin na parang, ikaw ha, yung kapatid mo, bantayan
nag-start
mo.
sa parents, yes.
Like, for example, like, kita mo yung dad mo who's like, binibigyan ko ng mga chores. That's training na siya for leadership. Kasi you cannot just follow all your life. You cannot just be, silent, and then when things go wrong, parang magre-reklamo ka na lang. You have to get involved. You need to work. Parang ganun siya for me.
Ikaw, Chris, tingin mo, bakit kailangan natin ng leader sa bansang to? Bakit?
Maraming reason eh.
Yeah, maraming reason.
Halimbawa, syempre, ikaw, kulang yung idea mo. Syempre, kailangan mo ng leader na, di ba, mag-iisip sa'yo ng advance. Parang ganun.
You need someone who can actually do the job na parang...
Actually, yung mag-i-inspire pa sa'yo.
Yeah.
Minsan kasi iniisip mo, hindi niya maisip. So, kailangan ka niya. Diba?
Yeah. Minsan may mga ganun na parang naisip ko na, lahat na lang tayo magtulong-tulong or whatever ganyan. Hindi, meron talagang isa mag-a-assume dyan kasi some people cannot just, parang merong isang mabubuklod. Yung sinasabi mo nga na parang inspiration, parang source nila of not just expertise or information regarding a certain task or a certain job, but someone who is accountable enough to kasi kailangan mo na like may kita mo, okay, this is done, this is something na kailangan pa natin gawin. Yun, I think that's the role of leaders talaga. Not just to work with people na yung iba kasi na leaders din, parang that's their job eh. May mga workers talaga who would do all the tasks pero the leader is the one who supervise, the one who's like, making sure that things are going well, things are going smooth. Yun. It's really necessary.
And is it just me or this topic is getting
Mainit ang topic.
politics?
I-bash nyo lang
Sa
kami,
politics.
pagod na kami mag-explain.
Yeah, wala pa yan. Wala pa yan, guys. Because on our third segment, we will have an open discussion about leadership and,
having
the Real Talk Master.
Grabe, si Real Talk Master. Siya yung leader natin
Huwag nyo naman
dito.
akong inaano na ganyan. Hindi, ito, bago tayo mag commercial gap or something. Kasi yun nga, talking about leadership, kasi ngayon, di ba sinabi ko kanina na parang being a leader, you should be at least influential. Kasi ang daming influencer sa panahon natin ngayon. So, do you consider yourself influential? Yes. How about you?
Somehow.
Parang from everyone is an influencer regardless of the number of your followers. Like if you can convince someone to buy something or if you can convince someone not to watch something, it means you have influenced them.
Yes. Even sa smallest things na hindi mo na alam na, nakaka-influence pala.
Exactly. So yun, feeling ko lahat tayo parang meron tayong innate na leadership trait. Kailangan lang natin siyang i-harness. It's for me, leadership is something na skill. Kasi pwede siyang ma-hone, pwede mo siyang ma-practice, pwede mo siyang ma-master. It's not just a talent na parang singer, di ba? Na parang you're born with that voice. Not everyone is born leader talaga na parang you're born that way na magiging leader ka. Parang it started way back nung bata ka pa.
Bata ka pa, hindi nag-iip.
Ikaw, ano yung parang dream mo nun before? Have you ever thought of like becoming
A leader.
a leader, politician? Never. Medyo kasi siya naging negative yung dating ng politician, no? Yung parang, ang tingin mo parang corrupt or ano. until lately, nakikita natin na you can become a leader pala talaga. Na yung concern mo, it's very, it's very genuine for me.
Yeah,
parang,
as long as your goal is for the people.
to serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's leadership. So, ayun.
Depende rin sa situation kasi.
Yung
Kung na magiging leader ka o hindi, di ba? Hindi, I mean, sa sitwasyon ko, parang ganun.
sa personality mo rin.
Parang ayoko talaga. Pero may times na, di ba? Di ba may times na, may ganun, di ba? May times na ayaw mo, na parang ayaw mo yung mangunguna ka.
Yeah.
Pero,
It comes
At the
with
end
the
of the day,
phase din siguro
yeah.
in your life. Kung nasan ka. Kasi sometimes when you were a kid, you don't really aspire of becoming a politician or a leader someday. Pero may mga na-realize ka, may mga nakita kang mali na you want to correct. And then you just suddenly decide na, I need to get involved and I need to do this. Okay. Ayun na nga. So,
Napaka-real talk.
Sobrang juicy naman nito.
yeah, so don't go anywhere kasi marami pa rin po tayo pag-uusapan dito lamang po sa
Millennial TV.
this is our time.